Okay, it is Saturday, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I just walked in the house from a funeral that I was able to sing at. I was asked to sing at. There, a little less light coming in there. Uh, As all of you, I'm sure, know, music has been a huge part of my life throughout my life, and I'll do two or three vlogs here concerning music and its influence on me. But I had no intention of doing this, but I wanted to do one today because I wanted everyone to know the most important aspect of this music and its influence on me. Uh, I have always, from the first time I ever sang, I remember I was about 4 years old. How Much Is That Doggy in the Window was the first solo I ever sang in primary. I thought I was going to die with fright and so forth, but we got through it and it was okay. But from that day till this day, I remember that we've been taught, and I have tried to adhere to this, that we should ask Heavenly Father for help in the things that we're doing, particularly when we're feeling a little less than competent as we approach that task. So I have tried to incorporate that in my life, in the, I don't know, probably thousands of times that I have sung over the years. I've tried to ask Heavenly Father before I sang that His help would be there with me to strengthen my voice and to allow me to portray the message of the music, whatever music that is, and that my voice would be accurate and strong and all of those qualities that make music and not just notes. I wanted to share with you today that Heavenly Father has never let me down. I have asked and He has responded in every instance. I will share with you one experience. There was one time, and I don't even remember the occasion. I think I was singing for Brittany's Young Women or something, and I forgot or chose not to or did not supplicate with the Lord to help me in portraying the music well. And it was okay, the music was okay, but it wasn't as good, anywhere near as good as I wanted it to be and could have been had I remembered to ask for the Lord's help in that regard. It was no difference today. I was asked to sing at a funeral for a man I don't even know. Brother Carrico was his name. I didn't know him. He was in our ward, but he didn't choose to come to church, at least while I've been in the ward that I know of. We were gone for a couple of years on our mission. Maybe he had change of heart during that time, but he passed away. He was 89 years of age, and the family asked for this particular song to be sung. In fact, the song is "You'll Never Walk Alone," and I've never sung that song before. So I asked Heavenly Father to help me to prepare and to strengthen my voice and make it accurate and strong and portray the message of the music. And again, he came through for me today. And I wanted you to know that. And so the lesson to be learned here maybe is it doesn't have to be music. If you're stressing in school or relationships or whatever the problems you're facing or challenges that you face, if you will include the Lord in that effort to meet those challenges, I testify to you that He will be there for you. He loves us. He loves you. He loves me. He wants us to succeed and be instruments in His hands in hopefully affecting the lives of others for good in service. And so that is my message today. I will, in the future, do 2 or 3 other vlogs about music and its influence. But I wanted you to know that fact today, that the Lord has been so good to me. One other aspect that I wanted to share. Several years ago, I had a pretty tough year with, I had developed neuropathy. Anyway, there are lots of things here. I have developed liver problems and tremors and gout 2 or 3 times. I got the shingles, internal shingles. Anyway, that was kind of a tough year for me. But the worst part of that year was I lost my voice. I could not sing, and it was very disconcerting at best to me. I didn't understand why the Lord would take that gift from me, because I had tried to use it so many times in affecting other people positively as they maybe heard the message of the music as I sang. I was not angry with the Lord, but I was sad and really down about the fact that my voice was virtually gone. I could not sing in a choir setting, much less a solo setting. I got a call from my stake president, Randy Hansen, who lived right next door to us in Soda Springs. Randy Hansen, when we were growing up, he was a little punk, about 6 years younger than I was. I didn't really pay much attention to him in Soda Springs. I knew his older brother, Nicky, but didn't pay much attention to Randy. But Randy has flourished and done really well, and he was my bishop for a long period of time, and he also became the stake president while I was serving on the High Council. And I got a call from his secretary, and he said, Brother Larson, President Hansen would like to meet with you. And I thought, oh no, this can't be good. And I couldn't imagine what it would be about. But so I went in and sat behind his desk or in front of his desk, and he asked me, he said, I don't know why you're here, but tell me a little bit about what's going on in your life. And I said, well, everything's fine. And he probed a little deeper, and I shared with him the problems that I developed over this year with all of the health concerns and the liver and the neuropathy and all the rest of it that I just recounted. And then I shared with him, I said, and I've lost my ability to sing. Can't sing anymore. And shared with him the frustration that I felt about the loss of that ability. And he said, have you had a blessing in regard to this? And I said, no, I have not. And he said, would you like one? I said, absolutely, I would. So he grabbed another brother outside of his office there, and they came into his office and they gave me a blessing. During that blessing, President Hansen promised me that I would regain my voice, not in its full capacity, but in capacity enough to allow me to continue to sing both in choir settings and in solo settings. And it was a great comfort to me to receive that blessing. And I will tell you that as a result of that blessing, I did regain my voice. Not in its full capacity. My voice is nowhere near as good today as it was 30, 40, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. But that's okay. I've been able to sing in settings that I wanted to sing and sing well. And it's because of the goodness and the little tender mercies of our Heavenly Father that I was able to regain that voice. Wanted to share that with you as well. So thanks very much for listening, and we'll talk with you again in future weeks and continue these vlogs. Don't know how effective or fun they are, but they're fun for me to recount and remember. So thanks very much. Have a great day.